Hi, my name is Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation. The topic that we're going to address is how to make your wife fall for you, which implies that you're thinking that she's not all that much into you right now. And before we get into that, I'm going to share some of the secrets with you. You could call them secrets. They're not secrets for the Marriage Foundation, but some of the secrets that will help you not just in your marriage, but in your life. And we understand at the Marriage Foundation that your marriage can't really work well until you have some mastery over your own mind. And I'm going to cover 2 points about that right now. One is, and they're under the same umbrella of why me, Lord? That's the umbrella. Why me? What's going on here? And I want to share with you the discoveries that I made. You know, I used to be a divorce mediator way over 20 years ago. And divorce mediation is a very practical exercise of dividing things up, coming to terms with what you have and how you're going to share it, how you're going to split it as you part. And I applied a very same standard to marriage help, which is a scientific standard based on what can you actually do. What do you actually have control over? And how will things turn out accordingly? And most people go through life with this, what the heck is going on? And they're overlooking these 2 vital points. And this is what they are. Number 1 is you have free will. It is up to you what you are going to do. And we know that we live in a cause and effect world. So what you do has, as Newton said, an exact opposite reaction to whatever it is you do. And you have free will. And so you're able to utilize that free will, your volition, and your wisdom to exercise your efforts in a way that will bring you happiness, which is what it is we all seek. The other point is that not everything is caused by our current behaviors. There is such a thing as karma. What we forget or what we don't look at realistically is that karma is also cause and effect from what we have done in the past. And it becomes mystical because people wonder, well, why was this baby born without hearing? And karma, the explanation, the science of karma, is meaningless when it's not taken into consideration that we also reincarnate, that we live a continuum. Our life does not begin at conception and end at death. It began who knows how long ago, and when it ends, well, this life ends at death, but we do go on. Wouldn't it be incredible to have to suffer through these trying challenges that we have in this world, only to have it just end? Who would sign up for that? So this is sort of a secret that we have at the Marriage Foundation. What we do is we remind people, always remind people, that from the present moment forward, you have when you choose, because you have free will, control over what is going to happen to you in the future by behaving in a particular way now. Which means if you throw yourself over a cliff, you're going to suffer the consequences. If you look someone in the eye and you tell them they're ugly, you're going to get a reaction. There's always an equal and opposite reaction. So in this case, where you're wondering, why isn't my wife totally in love with me? There's parts to the answer. Because I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to pretend that you're an idiot and yes, she is in love with you. I'm not going to call you an idiot and say, why don't you treat her better? But I'm going to tell you that the reason why your marriage is not delivering that which you expected, which is love and happiness, is because it's a 99% certainty that you yourself are not contributing love and happiness to your marriage. Now you may say, hey Paul, I'm totally in love with my wife, but she's just not into me. Sure. Well, you're not behaving from your heart. You may love her. I don't question that. But what happens is we don't understand ourselves, as I alluded to before. And so we behave in ways to impress our wives, to convince our wives that we're worthy of them, to sweep them off their feet. We buy them flowers and take them on trips and say beautiful things and smile at the right time. But that's all surface stuff. You see, you're a soul. You have a mind. You don't have a soul, you have a mind. You are a soul. You have a body. You're not your body. That is easy, right? You know that you're not your body. If you were to lose a limb, it wouldn't end you. It wouldn't change you dramatically because you're not your body. You have one. So who is this entity that has a mind and has a body? Because comprised, but with the three, body, mind, and soul, you're a human being. You're a soul. So what is the nature of the soul? Why do you call each other soulmates? Because the soul, its nature is pure. Its nature is love. Its nature is joy. Its nature is wisdom. You can right now, close your eyes. You could put your right hand over your heart and you could let go of all of the thoughts in your mind. Not so easy, is it? And just feel within your heart and go, I am a soul. I am joy. I am love. And you will feel this well up in your heart. And then your mind, which is mechanical, it's a machine, it's not you, will go, no, 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 no. And so the whole problem that we have in our marriages, really, the whole problem is getting the mind out of the way of you, the soul, the heart. Now, if you're a subscriber, you already have heard some of this. If you're not a subscriber, you should be learning this stuff because it's the only real stuff that is out there about marriage. Marriage is intended to deliver unbelievable levels of joy. As human beings, We strive to be happy. We have, remember, free will, volition, and choice. Why can't we use our free will to be happy all the time? We have a consciousness of happiness. We know what that is. It's because we haven't been taught. It isn't your fault. So why isn't your wife totally in love with you? Why hasn't she fallen for you? How do you make your wife fall for you? Well, a lot of people, men especially, want to know, no, just tell me 3 things. Tell me 3 things. I could do 3 things. Okay, that's like saying, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul. Just do that. It's not so easy. You have to learn how to cultivate your love. In order to do that, you have to learn how to master your mind. This is taught in our courses for men, our courses for women. It's alluded to in the books that I've written, but you need to learn how to do it step by step, especially because we have no experience with this, because we were not taught this growing up. And it's very real. You, the soul, and you have felt this joy. You have felt it. You have felt this love that overwhelms the mind. So you know it's real. Why can't you retain that consciousness on an ongoing basis? Because you don't know how. Because you haven't exercised your willpower in this fashion. And you have to learn how. If you try to do this, and do that, you will fail. Because as a soul, as a human being, again, free will, you can live on any one of 3 levels of consciousness. You could live on the most primal level of consciousness, which is all about I, me, mine. You could live on the mundane level of consciousness, which is just doing stuff in life. Some things make you happy, some things make you sad, but nothing externally can create that joy that is within you. Or you can live on the highest consciousness of life, that of the soul, of love, of joy, of wisdom. But you have to learn how. And when you're living there, you're coming from that point of view all the time. And it penetrates, let's call it the ego. It penetrates your ego, it penetrates her ego, and both of you are on a magic carpet of love. People have no idea how amazing marriage is, how much benefit we get when we learn how to be married. It's incredible. It is so worth the effort because it satisfies our most innate yearnings for joy, for love. And that's what we want. Now, if you have been a subscriber and you have been following me, then you know that the Marriage Foundation is so different. And you should know that we are growing very rapidly. We're up to, I think it's 27,000 plus subscribers. And now we want to take things to another level. We want to train counselors. We want to train people into the art of marriage, the science of marriage. And I will be creating that course. And it's not ready yet. And in fact, we're not even quite ready to pre-sell it yet, but we will be soon. And I would love for you to consider the idea of you becoming a TMF certified counselor. We will train you, we'll provide all sorts of help for you to get started, but especially if you're already a marriage coach, a marriage counselor, a clergy, someone who's already involved In helping people, you know the joy that you get from helping others. We like to help you be successful because we haven't always been online. When I started doing all of this, it was 2001. I was a divorce mediator and I shifted my practice entirely. And I completely reinvented the wheel. There is nothing about the Marriage Foundation that's similar to anything else. In fact, the greatest dissimilarity is that we succeed. We really help people. So consider joining us. If you're interested, drop a line. Go to our website, go to the contact form and let support know that you want to be advised when we're ready for you to sign up. Love to have you on board. In the meantime, like this video, leave a comment if you wish. Join me again. God bless you. Thank you and take care. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you got something from it. God bless you.